FITC, as a world-class innovation-led technology building organization, is always leading the way on knowledge solutions. So the FITC Sustainability and ESG Institute is one of our creative ways for building opportunity for the industries.
See, you don't crack poverty, poverty cracks you. I used to think that the people who were welfarists in America did so out of love, but it's actually out of self-preservation. You won't enjoy your champagne if 6 people are starving outside the street. They'll kill you once you finish.
If you're a practitioner in an organization and you do not link your sustainability strategy to growth, is really very fluffy in whichever way, right? The second thing is it really matters because private organizations, as far back as I know, actually then help to reduce poverty. The other things come into play, the governance thing, how are they managing the environmental impact and all that. But right now in Nigeria, we need to crack poverty.
We ask other people, we issue rules, we ask other companies to also comply with these things. They have to see that we are also leading by example. So the things that we're asking other people to do, we also have to be doing them. Like I said earlier, we're leveraging a lot on technology. It reduces a lot of our costs, whether it's from people or whether it's from other resources.
So the earlier we're at the front and center and we take it seriously and we start to demonstrate, demonstration being the operative word, because not enough to just talk the talk, you must walk the talk. You must be able to show what exactly you're doing environmentally, socially, and in terms of your corporate governance as well. You cannot escape it. So the earlier you start addressing those issues from a point of view of what is strategic to your business as well, and what works, what is pragmatic for you, I think you do a lot to help your business advance in that regard.
Why capital markets? Because this is how we unlock capital flows. Why sustainability-related financial disclosures? Because they provide decision-useful information that enable investors to make good investment decisions. And so what are we focused on? We're focused on making sure that these standards are interoperable with other standards around the world.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is important to note that the recent development and implementation being witnessed in the ESG space are poised to bring significant changes.
The compact was created because there was a recognition of the importance of business and its impact on society. That space where business meets society and the environment. If you send us a note, I'll send you a link to that unit that we do. It's really, really inspiring. It's that sort of breakthrough innovation thinking that looks at how can I deliver value for something that's important for me in a way that it's also going to deliver value for the stakeholders.
But you gave instances of people living in Lekki, people living in Mushi and all that. Prof, you forgot there are people living in Ogoni. I grew up in that place. And the E is very, very important. Because there, people can't go to farm because she talked about elevation of poverty. Those people used to be farmers. Because of environmental degradation and what Shell did, and the gases they were flaring, the environment is shattered, and the E is something that is big for them.
That when they even see us as parents, emitting this gas, this generator. They tell you, I have a neighbor that said, they were talking about the parent, that you can afford an inverter. Why are you still using this gen causing this? So it's because of what they've been taught in the school. What are we doing to ensure that our little ones can actually come up and preserve this country and this nation?
The emergence, the birth, the inauguration of the FITC Sustainability ESG Institute. So please, we're all making history, and so I would crave your indulgence to also please all rise. We're doing this to the glory of God, to the good of man and society together. So here we go. Behold, a new institute. Congratulations.
I had a lot of speakers speak to the aspect of ESG, and one of the things that I would say is a major take home is obviously the fact that as businesses, even as individuals, we need to start looking into how we can better our organizations.
Yes.
Especially knowing that ESG comes and is a vital aspect of trying to manage your business risk.
We also need to look at recycling. A lot of us do not understand the importance of recycling, although our government has a lot of role to play in that sector.
Yes.
In trying to ensure that we have the proper labeled boxes for emptying of trashes. But most times, most of us don't know how to properly dispose of our trash.
ESG is important for all of us, for the future as sustainability is. So it's very important that training, capacity building is started from the grassroots. Basically from childhood, from primary school, so that they're able to learn and be able to do better things for the environment. Now we are just learning, so we're trying to catch up with what to be able to work on the sustainability of things or the negative impact that we've already done on the environment. But if we're able to train the young ones, it's something that they learn from the beginning. So there's no they don't start with negative, they start with positive, and then we just make sure that everything continues to grow and do better from there.
In the past, we've had this vision, but we need to move along with this vision. We need to implement the vision. So that's why we started with leading, from vision to action. Now is the time to take action.